Hi everyone. You probably have noticed that the public space is full of politicians' proclamations. Some of them might be true, some of them might be not. Some politicians do it on purpose, some do it just because their perception of reality is somehow tweaked. And there are actually some initiatives in the public space which aim at verification of those proclamations, such as you probably know the portal Demagogue, which is quite well known among Czech, let's say, in Czech public space, where they actually verify politicians' claims and they score them how much do these politicians actually speak truth or not. So this overall topic of fact-checking is really important, and we are actually thinking how can we bring some AI technology into this realm, because it is really demanding. It is really there might be even some political bias among the manual annotators, which are not algorithmically trained to do so. So that's why we actually came up with our idea. It's the product which we call Demagogue, and it is actually aiming to automate this process of fact-checking using AI. You will probably see much more in the upcoming slides. And yeah, we are actually, our team name is the Spaghetti, like the Overfitting Spaghetti Coders International. Unfortunately, our international part cannot be here with us. He's already had to leave for Slovakia for a sister's wedding, so yeah, he's missing. I will probably hand over to my colleague who will speak more about the tech stack that we were using.
Okay, so just briefly about the tech stack, we use Python for the programming, and for the front end we use the library Streamline because it's really easy to use and fast built web interfaces. Then for the backend we use History for building pipelines and Elasticsearch. I will get to that later more. And Cohere API for using the embeddings, and Fast API for writing out our API. And because we needed to do fast semantic search, we needed to pull the articles from the API and put them into our own database where we can use the fast semantic search. And we needed to embed all the articles and index them into the Elasticsearch DB. So for this hackathon, we only did a proof of concept, and we downloaded around 1,400 articles to do the demo. But if we had an hour span, we would delete the whole database, which would take a long time, but we couldn't do it here. So that's the limitations. And we also use the OpenAI API for summary, as you will see in the live demo.
Hello, thank you. So I will ask my colleague to pull up the demo. So when it was mentioned the proof of concept, let us prove it to you. The user, when you start up the engine, has two options. So either they select one of the most popular statements that is there, or they fill in the custom one. So this will be the step that we take for this presentation. And then, okay, so
yes,
please,
please.
Okay, so when the query is entered, then we want to know what author the user wants to check. And also, the user has the ability to check the timestamp, which is optional. Then the facts are being checked. So afterwards, we should see related articles mentioning the topic that comes from the query. And if we scroll down, we should see the summary, whether it is aligned or consistent with the history of the statements. And also for more frequent topics, we shall see more recommendations regarding the other topics that the user can explore. And to show you how the results can be different, let's try This one. So again, a list of the related articles. Summary, and then, as I was mentioning, recommended new topics.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what we have.
Perfect on time, so thank you for this.
Thank you very much. Can you please elaborate more about how you are finding those related articles? Sorry? Can you elaborate more about how you are identifying those related articles?
Yes, so first of all, we downloaded the articles from your API, and then we embedded them via the API.
Yeah, we used it embedded from the Courier service.
And then we indexed them into the Elasticsearch database, and when the user enters the query, we embed the query, and based on that, also we use the Courier API to find the similarities. And in the database, the articles are chunked. So I think one chunk is 200 words. So we don't look up through the whole article, but we look through certain chunks of the article, so we can find it more precisely. So that's how we look it up. If that's enough.
Yeah, so my question was also about the Elasticsearch and why you in the first place downloaded the articles. So it was just to, you have your own embeddings there.
Because we needed to speed it up. We couldn't just pull it
If you
in
look
the
at the
data.
other way around it, if for example there are some keywords you could have fetched as the article and maybe kind of like do the embeddings.
Yeah,
but
well,
not fine.
When we tried to embed 1,000 articles, it was about 30 minutes. And then you can do the fasters like we did here. But if we embed it on the fly, you wouldn't be able to do it, because even if you filter it with keywords as we tried, you get down to around 2,000 articles, which is still too much.
Okay,
So just
thank you.
for this presentation, it's the proof of concept. In the idle world, we would index the whole database, but it's going to take
I'm looking forward once we have the embeddings in the database ourselves.
Hey guys, I'd like to know more about the prompt engineering you've made. When I see the prompt, it seems rather complicated, like there are like 3 tasks and it seems rather complicated. Can we actually see like the summary, which was like as the last point of the prompt?
Yeah, so the summary, it's basic call to OpenAI API, and we just call and ask the ChatGPT, here are the chunks that we found. Could you elaborate if it's related to the question for real, or if it aligns with the question or not?
And so did you do any like checking, does it like really pick up the correct parts of the article, like the sentences? Because you embed the whole article, right? Like you don't embed by sentence.
We embed by the chunks, which is 200 words.
Okay.
So yeah, we found it relevant, but it's not 100% best. But yeah, because we had just limited time, we couldn't tweak it more. But in the future, I think if we use smaller chunks, it would be better. But for the summary, we use the OpenAI, so we didn't do the embedding here. But for the lookup of the articles, we have our own embedding.
Okay. It's a good interface for presentation, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's it. Okay, thank you.